SPARKS is standing for Serving Pre- and Postnatal Women and Families with Awareness, Relief, Knowledge, and Support. SPARKS is also a spark. So my original idea was a spark, because the way I see it, that when a family has a mother that's not well and is not functioning, you certainly cannot call that a home, not even a house. The roof, everything is falling apart. So by helping the mother, you certainly bring a spark back into the home, and you make it to be a family that's back alive.
A couple of weeks after I gave birth, and I was just not feeling good, and it was just going on and on and on. And it happens to be that I had spoken to a neighbor of mine, asking her if she knows the number of a doctor because I'm not feeling well. So she's the one who mentioned that she just came from an awareness meeting with this organization called SPARKS, and she has a feeling that maybe I can benefit from it.
So I had a friend that had gone through postpartum depression, and I was looking and helping her find something that we can, offer relief for her. And I had got acquainted with Esther Konigsberg.
A lot of times that is being repeated over and over by moms that call is that guilt and the shame and the stigma, and stating, if I could have, I should have controlled my mind. And the answer to that is, if you could have, you would have. You're not bad. You're not mean. It has nothing to do with your personality. It's an illness.
Hard thing to accept that you might need help emotionally. It's so much easier to get help when you know it's a physical issue. So I was reluctant to reach out until one day when it was really, I felt wit's end. I am not coping, overwhelmed. I found the number and I called, and as soon as this calming voice came on the other line, I knew I'm in the right place.
I noticed that my wife was going through some type of withdrawals and depressions, and I couldn't make sense of the two. It's like somebody winning the lottery ticket and then seems to be going into depression. And it was getting worse and worse, and until she was able to find someone like the SPARKS organization, it got to the point where she almost didn't want to live. It was like scary. Most people die to have a child, and here somebody's having a child and wants to die, so it was like very freaky. And it was definitely with the hand of God that we ended up meeting people who led to other people who led us to SPARKS.
When I found SPARKS, and I found that they provide help to women in this situation, I started to work with them very closely. SPARKS is doing a great job in recognition of the situation and in providing a comprehensive management and services to help the women and their families to cope with difficult times.
Many women feel ashamed and helpless and often ignore their symptoms. If left untreated, these symptoms can lead to tragic and even fatal consequences. Postpartum depression can disable not only the woman, but her entire family as well.
Postpartum depression is real. Anyone can get it. You don't have to have had any previous depression to get it. Sometimes certain things trigger it, sometimes it just happens. There is no rhyme or reason. It is a real disease, just like every other sickness.
Calls that are coming in, I would say, are about 20, 30 calls every week. And about 15, 20 a month or so, which is like about 20-25% are very severe.
SPARKS has been extremely successful in keeping mothers out of hospitals, staying home with their family. Behind the curtains, that is one of the most profound outcomes when a mother could actually stay at home. So really, nothing has been done. It just kept everything normal. But that is the greatest achievement an organization can have.
I work for the crisis team here at SPARKS. I've been working with SPARKS since its conception, and I strongly believe that the work we do here saves lives.
This organization is saving people's lives. All the work that I'm doing here to keep the organization running is having a direct result on saving people's lives. Until I started working here, I had no idea how big this need was in the Jewish community and in the world at large. People really don't want to talk about it so much. People are reluctant to talk about postpartum depression, pre- and postnatal disorders, and it's just something that people aren't aware how great the need is. And the only way I realized it was by coming here and working here.
I'm very honored to be honored by SPARKS, and I appreciate the recognition that we share the same values and the same philosophy, taking care on women.
When I think of SPARKS, it just sparks that light to me of hope and that there is still life.
My wish for SPARKS would be that they have more resources and will come easier to them, so they can focus more and more on helping others.
I want to thank all the people that came here tonight. I know you all have so many obligations and so many different events and so many things that are so important on your list. And it takes a lot out of someone in these days with so many responsibilities to actually leave the home and come out and support. And it's not only something that means so much to me, it means to all the women and families at need.